Hello student, this is another case law which we are going to discuss, as we are going to discuss a series of latest case laws, and today we are adding one more case law. And the topic for this case law is about that suppose that there is a Muslim woman and she has been divorced. Now she wants to get the maintenance. So there is a confusion that some people says that section 125 of CRPC is to be applied, or that divorce has been taken under the personal laws. So why should not that girl or the women should claim maintenance under their personal laws? So before going to discuss in detail about this case law, मैं इस पे आपको एक ब्रीफ हिस्ट्री बताऊंगी इस पर्टिकुलर केस की. एंड द नेम ऑफ द केस इज मोहम्मद अब्दुल समद वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ तेलंगाना. 2024 का जजमेंट है, अभी रिसेंटली आया है. और इस जजमेंट की फैक्ट स्टोरी ये है कि देयर वाज डिवोर्स हैज़ बीन टेकन प्लेस, and the wife who has been divorced, she claimed maintenance from the family court, and the family court settled the interim maintenance for 20,000 per month. फैमिली कोर्ट ने बोला कि जब तक कि फाइनली रिजॉल्व नहीं होता इस मेंटेनेंस के एप्लीकेशन को, तब तक कि आप हस्बैंड को जिससे डिवोर्स हुआ है, दैट द पोस्ट हस्बैंड, उसको 20,000 पर मंथ मेंटेनेंस देना होगा. And the husband moved to the High Court of Telangana and he objected so many legal issues. First legal issue he raised is that when the divorce has been taken under the personal laws in 2017, and there is already a special law. The special law for the Muslims is the Muslim Women's Right on Divorce Act of 1986. So the husband said when already there is a special legislation under section 3 of this Act of 1986, the wife that has already been divorced can claim maintenance. So when there is already a specific remedy is provided under the special law, why this woman is entitled to claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC? तो बेसिकली जो लीगल इशू था वो यही था कि हस्बैंड जो था उसने ये ऑब्जेक्शन लिया कि आप 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी में क्लेम क्यों कर रहे हो व्हेन ऑलरेडी आई हैव सेटल्ड एवरीथिंग. सेटल्ड मीन्स टू से he said that under section 3 of this act of 1986 he has given the maintenance of 10,000 per month, he has given the meher amount, he has given all the property which belongs to that women. So basically there was no question about that ki you should move to the claim of 125 of CRPC. Telangana High Court has given the answer in that regard, and it says that family court has not done anything wrong, and yes, family court can give the maintenance to the women even under section 125 of CRPC despite there has been a legislation. But the question went to the Supreme Court. Why? Because that respondent who was husband, he moved to the Supreme Court of India and he said that there is a legal issue. The legal issue is that when already special law is there and under section 3 of this act of 1986 the maintenance provision is provided, so alternatively to move for the maintenance under section 125 is not justiciable, and this matter has been taken into consideration by the Supreme Court 2 judges bench, and now this 2 judges bench has settled some important position. तो ये तो इस केस की स्टोरी थी, फैक्ट बिहाइंड स्टोरी. लेकिन इसको इस जजमेंट की हम ऑब्जर्वेशन जाने कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इस ऑब्जर्वेशन में क्या बोला, क्या हेल्ड किया, इससे पहले कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं जो आपके हमेशा डाउट्स रहते हैं, उसको मैं क्लैरिफाई करूंगी आपसे. वो ये कि अगर कोई मुस्लिम विमेन है and she has been divorced under the personal law, and then what kind of legislative action has been taken by the parliament to provide her remedy. Additionally, what are the Supreme Court verdict in that issue? So what we are going to deal with it, that let us assume that when we are saying कि आपने इस judgment की बात करी, that is the latest judgment. तो बेसिकली जो इश्यूज थे जो मैंने आपसे बोला इसको मैं एक बार फिर से रिपीट कर देती हूँ कि इशू ये था कि डिस्पाइट हैविंग अ स्पेशल लेजिस्लेशन अंडर सेक्शन 3 ऑफ मुस्लिम विमेन्स राइट्स ऑन डिवोर्स एक्ट 1986, why the women is given the right to move under section 125 of CRPC to get maintenance. One thing. Second thing was that it has been issued by this respondent कि अब एक विमेन के पास जब 2 अल्टरनेटिवली राइट्स हैं तो आप क्या दोनों में से किसी में भी चूज कर सकते हो. यू कैन चूज द फोरम. कैन यू से कि हमको 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी में चाहिए, हमको इस लेजिस्लेशन में नहीं चाहिए. तो ये जो थे इश्यूज थे. नाउ जस्ट लुक एट द डेवलपमेंट विच हैज बीन टेकन प्लेस सिंस दैट टाइम. The first remarkable judgment whenever we go through the rights of the maintenance of the Muslim women is always we recollect, and that case is Muhammad Ahmad Khan versus Shah Bano. We all are very much aware of this judgment. This judgment is the year of 1985, in which it has been a question in matter if when the women who is Muslim has been divorced under the personal law, can she claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC और इट विल नॉट बी देयर। तो इस जजमेंट में जो रिमार्केबल ऑब्जर्वेशन सुप्रीम कोर्ट का था वो ये था कि सेक्शन 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी इज अ सेकुलर लेजिस्लेशन, इट इज फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ पीपल एंड स्पेशली व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द मुस्लिम विमेन और एनी विमेन इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ द रिलीजन, इट इज बेनिफिशियल लेजिस्लेशन। तो मुस्लिम विमेन को आप डिप्राइव नहीं कर सकते। तो इवन द मुस्लिम विमेन, she has been divorced under the personal law, she can also claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC because it is a secular provision. After that what happened is, which is very important, that इसके बाद बहुत ह्यू क्राई के बीच में पार्लियामेंट ने एक लॉ पास किया, and the law was that is Muslim Women's Protection of Rights on Divorce Act of 1986. Why it is important? Because under this law, a proper legislation has been made कि whenever the divorce has been taken place under the Muslim personal law, the wife can claim maintenance under this special legislation, because already this special law has been made to claim maintenance for these women. Now there are 2 or 3 sections which are very important here to be referred, which I am going to explain here also later at the later stage. इस लॉ में ये चीज क्लैरिफाई कर दी गई that the Muslim women can claim maintenance under this law, but please remember she can claim maintenance only for the period that is during iddat period, and it is supposed to be 90 days for in case of divorce. As we know, there are 3 months time for the iddat in the matter of divorce. Another judgment which I am going to refer here, and which is very important judgment of the Supreme Court of India, and that is Daniel Latifi and others versus Union of India 2001. This is a very important Supreme Court judgment whenever we talk about the maintenance of the women who being a Muslim, because इस judgment में Supreme Court ने ये चीज clarify कर दिया that we cannot leave a woman in the lurch. We cannot say that if she is a woman who belong to the Muslim religion, only because she belongs to the Muslim religion she should be deprived from section 125 of CRPC. Then it has been held कि ठीक है, 2 बातें यहाँ पर इन्होंने क्लैरिफाई करी, बिकॉज एज वी नो दैट 1986 का लॉ आ चुका था और उसकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिटी इस जजमेंट में क्वेश्चनेबल थी। क्वेश्चन ये था कि ये जो लेजिस्लेशन 1986 का किया गया है, वेदर इट इज डिप्राइविंग आर्टिकल 14 ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, इट इज अगेंस्ट द राइट्स ऑफ द वीमेन। तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डैनियल लतीफ़ी के जजमेंट में इस चीज़ को एकदम क्लैरिफाई कर दिया कि नो, दिस लॉ इज नॉट इनवैलिड, इट इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनली वैलिड, देयर इज नथिंग इन दिस लॉ विच इज गोइंग टू बी इनकंसिस्टेंट और डिप्राइविंग द राइट ऑफ द वीमेन. But it says that the term which has been mentioned here, that the maintenance can be provided only for the period of iddat, it should be extended. Extended means to say, डैनियल लतीफ़ी में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला कि the women should be given the provision of maintenance even after the expiry of the iddat period, because she needs that kind of remedy. तो 2 चीज़ें थी जो डैनियल लतीफ़ी में कही गई हैं. तो मीन्स टू से आप ये चीज़ कह सकते हो कि यस, डैनियल लतीफ़ी इज़ अ वेरी रिमार्केबल जजमेंट विच इज़ प्रोटेक्टिंग द राइट्स ऑफ द वीमेन हु बीइंग अ मुस्लिम वीमेन, बिकॉज इवन आफ्टर द इद्दत पीरियड भी आपको मेंटेनेंस मिल सकता है. Now, in the same furtherance of this Daniel Latifi, we are going to add one more case law. And one more case law means to say that is Iqbal Bano was a state of UP and others, and that is of 2007. This judgment is very important in that regard because it is going to reiterate the same thing which has been held in the Daniel Latifi. Supreme Court ने इस judgment में ये बोला, if the woman who has been divorced, she being a Muslim woman, she is going to file an application under section 125 of CRPC, that petition is not unsustainable. It is sustainable means to say that women is entitled to claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC. ये इस judgment में आया. After that, another judgment is that is Shabana Bano versus Imran Khan, and this is of 2009, just 2 years after this judgment. तो इस जजमेंट में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अगेन वही फैक्ट्स को रिपीट किया और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला दैट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट सेक्शन 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी, आप उसमें इवन आफ्टर द एक्सपायरी ऑफ इद्दत पीरियड भी मेंटेनेंस क्लेम कर सकते हो. एंड हु इज क्लेमिंग द मेंटेनेंस? दैट डिवोर्स्ड विमेन. तो ये जो डिवोर्स्ड वाइफ है, इसको लेके जो एक कंफ्यूजन था कि उसको मेंटेनेंस कब तक मिलेगा, ड्यूरिंग द इद्दत मिलेगा या इवन आफ्टर द इद्दत पीरियड मिलेगा, तो इस जजमेंट को आप ले सकते हो इन टर्म्स ऑफ कंक्लूजन that Shabana Bano versus Imran Khan, Supreme Court has clarified the same thing which has been held in the Iqbal Bano also and the Daniel Latifi also, कि आप ड्यूरिंग इद्दत नहीं, इवन आफ्टर द इद्दत पीरियड भी आप मेंटेनेंस प्रोवाइड करा सकते हो. बट द कंडीशन वाज दैट इफ शी हैज नॉट remarried, means to say जब तक that women, the divorced women has not moved to another marriage, till that period she needs to be the responsibility of that particular person because she was married at the earlier time to him. तो यहाँ पर जो रीमैरिज का कॉन्सेप्ट था कि जब तक रीमैरिज नहीं करती है तब तक आप उसको मेंटेनेंस प्रोवाइड कराओ, एंड दैट वाज रिपीटेडली अगेन एंड अगेन इन द शबाना बानो आल्सो. And the last version of the Supreme Court judgment was that is of Shamima Faruqi versus Shahid Khan in the year of 2015, right? And this judgment is means to say that इस judgment में Supreme Court ने बोला कि अगर कोई family court किसी women को, women means which women? The Muslim women who has been divorced under the personal laws. If she claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC, then she will get the maintenance. So family court will not deny her to saying that आपके पास already एक special legislation है, that is Muslim Women's Rights on Divorce Act of 1986. No, the court says that even despite having this legislation, आप उसको maintenance की remedy दीजिए. तो family court cannot deny her saying कि आपके पास already personal law है, आप उसके through जाओ. So this was the last, I would say the latest version in the Supreme Court in respect of this question. Now just let me tell you one more thing. Now just suppose that is there any High Court judgment what the High Court are saying about in the same concept. So I am referring here two important judgments of the High Courts. One that is of Allahabad High Court and the second that is of Kerala High Court. Why I am using these two important case laws? Because in these case laws the High Courts has clarified that women के right को आप जितना ज़्यादा better ढंग से protect कर सकते हो, you should protect. You cannot take the excuses of the flaws of the existing laws, right? तो ये जो judgment है that is Shakila Khatun versus State of UP and others, and that is the very latest judgment of 2003 of the Allahabad High Court, in which the single judge observed, क्या ऑब्जर्व किया उन्होंने, दैट द विमेन इज इंटाइटल्ड टू क्लेम द मेंटेनेंस व्हेन शी हैज बीन डिवोर्स्ड, और आप उसको जब तक डिप्राइव नहीं कर सकते अनलेस एंड अनटिल शी हैज बिकम डिस्क्वालिफाइड. नाउ द क्वेश्चन ऑफ डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन मीन्स टू से द विमेन बिकम्स डिस्क्वालिफाइड टू क्लेम मेंटेनेंस अंडर सेक्शन 125. वी रिमेंबर दैट इफ शी हैज रीमैरिड, so if she has remarried, then it's mean that she can be disqualified. Yeah, maybe there are other various reasons which can be clarified. Now, and the judgment of that is of Kerala High Court. So we will mention that is of Mujib Rahman versus Tashlina and others 2022. इस जजमेंट में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने वही मैटर को रेज किया जिस मैटर को हम प्रेजेंटली डील कर रहे हैं 2024 के जजमेंट से, जो अभी मेरा इंपॉर्टेंट केस लॉ है. इसमें भी यही बोला कि आप अगर 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी में क्लेम कर रहे हो और आप सेक्शन 3 ऑफ दैट एक्ट ऑफ 1986 की बात करते हो, तो एक्ट ऑफ 1986 एक प्रॉपर लेजिस्लेशन है which has been enacted for the purpose of providing maintenance to the Muslim divorced women. But unless and until that women is provided the maintenance under this law, she can claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC. So this family court cannot deny her giving this right. So overall, these are the judgments which I am quoting here from Supreme Court to the Allahabad High Court to the Kerala High Court, which are repeatedly again and again saying that the women cannot be deprived of a right to claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC. even though there is having the already existing particular special legislation in that regard. Now, अब हम आते हैं अपने उस फाइनल ऑब्जर्वेशन पे जो हम इस केस में डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज एज आई सेड, जो हम जजमेंट रेफर कर रहे हैं, एंड दैट जजमेंट इज ऑफ मोहम्मद अब्दुल समद वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ तेलंगाना, जो 2024 में आ रहा है. इस जजमेंट में आपकी जो लेटेस्ट वर्जन आया है वो ये कि 2 जजेस की बेंच ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसके जजमेंट को रिजर्व कर लिया है. रिजर्व मीन्स टू से एक एमिकस क्यूरी अपॉइंट कर दिया है कि वी विल डिस्कस इन डिटेल अबाउट दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. But there are some observations which are very important for you to understand, which has been given in this judgment, जो ये हैं. For example, इसमें ये कहा गया कि सेक्शन 3 ऑफ द एक्ट ऑफ 1986 जो है, इसमें क्या है, दैट इज अ नॉन ऑब्स्टेंटिव क्लॉज. एंड आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट द मीनिंग ऑफ नॉन ऑब्स्टेंटिव क्लॉज. मीन्स टू से दैट इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू डिप्राइव any derogation of what is already provided. मीन्स टू से अगर आपसे कोई लॉ ये बोले that despite having any other law, अब ये लॉ प्रिवेल करेगा, तो ये लॉ प्रिवेल करेगा, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वी आर नॉट सेइंग कि हम इस लॉ को अप्लाई नहीं कर रहे. द मैटर ऑफ क्वेश्चन इज दैट कि नॉन ऑब्स्टेंटिव क्लॉज क्या आपके सेक्शन 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी से इनकंसिस्टेंट है? क्या सेक्शन 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी इसकी डेरोगेशन में जा रहा है? सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा एज सच तो कुछ भी नहीं है. बोथ ऑफ दीज 2 प्रोविजन आर हैविंग द सेम पायस ऑब्जेक्ट. द ऑब्जेक्ट इज to provide the remedy for the betterment of that woman who has been divorced. Now, another point which has been held here is that कि कोई भी स्टेट्यूटरी प्रोविजन नहीं है जो कि इस एक्ट में जो ये कहता हो कि आप 125 में सूट मेंटेनेबल नहीं कर सकते. Although please remember there is one important section, that is section 7 in the Act of 1986, which is talking about something कि आप जो भी मैटर्स हैं आप इस लॉ के थ्रू गवर्न करोगे. लेकिन अब अगर पूरे इस प्रोविजन को प्रॉपरली पढ़ोगे एंड यू गो थ्रू सेक्शन 5 ऑफ दिस लॉ ऑल्सो, दिस लॉ मीन्स से द एक्ट ऑफ 1986 का जो लॉ का सेक्शन 5 है वो ये कहता है कि अगर आपके पास दिस एक्ट भी है, एक्ट ऑफ 1986 भी है एंड सेक्शन 125 ऑफ सीआरपीसी भी है, बट अगर बोथ द पार्टीज make an application before the family court and this is that we want to be governed by section 125 of CRPC, then they can voluntarily waive the provision related to the Act of 1986. तो ये तो बात हो गई which has been already given the express way. But the thing is कि even if the husband is not agree on that point that you should claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC, the women, if she claim maintenance under section 125 CRPC, despite knowing that there is already a provision under Act of 1986, the claim is maintainable or not. तो ये जो 2 जजेस की बेंच है सुप्रीम कोर्ट की, ऑल्सो हैविंग द ऑनरेबल जस्टिस नागरत्ना, इसमें ये चीज़ बोली गई कि विमेन, जो मुस्लिम विमेन है उसके पास राइट टू चूज है. She is having right to choose either to claim maintenance under section 125 of CRPC or she can simply move to section 3 of the Act of 1986 and claim maintenance. So this was the whole narration which I was explaining to all of you, and I hope that you understand this important provision, because as we all know as a law student that the provision of maintenance, especially of Muslim women, is very important in terms of your examination. So I hope that you have gone through all these things. You have gone through the latest version which I was dealing with, and you have gone through all the Supreme Court judgment which are talking about the maintenance provision of the women, as well as the Allahabad at Kerala High Court judgment. So this was of all of these things, and I hope you have gone through these cases, and then you will surely get a clear-cut concept on the topic of right of the women on divorce, who being a Muslim woman. Thanks for watching.